Which brings us now to verse 11, which you may want to mark, because verse 11 is very unique in the New Testament for one really important reason. See if you can figure out what that reason is as I read it first. And not only so, but we also joy in God through our Lord Jesus Christ, by whom we have now received the atonement. Some of you maybe picked up on this, but it's the only time in the entire New Testament, all 27 books of the New Testament, that you're going to find the word atonement. Now, that word appears 55 times in the Book of Mormon. It appears 11 times in the Doctrine and Covenants, 3 times in the Pearl of Great Price. And in our church, in general conference, in the way we talk and teach and discuss things, the word atonement is a big deal. But it only appeared once here. Most believe that this word was coined by William Tyndale, and the King James translators in 1611, it's a nod to him to translate katalage, that Greek word, into atonement here, whereas in most other places in the New Testament it's translated as reconciliation, or to be reconciled. But are you noticing the significance of the word itself, atonement? You've probably all seen this before, but it's worth reviewing because it's such an important concept. This idea that William Tyndale comes to this Greek word katalage, and instead of saying, yeah, this is a reconciliation, it's the idea that Adam and Eve, when they were in the Garden of Eden, they were walking and talking with God. They were, you could say, at one with Him. And then they fell, they're no longer at one with Him. And then what happens is if you take a word in English and put the suffix ment on the end, it becomes the process or product of that word. So if you think of judgment, well, judgment is the process of judging, and it's also a product of having judged. Advertisement. An advertisement is the process of advertising or the product of advertising. You take the word sacrament. It's the process or product whereby we become more sacred, sanctified, and holy. And now you take William Tyndale making up this word. It's the at-one-ment, the process or product whereby we can once again become one with God, and by extension, one with each other. So it's this beautiful word that only appears one time right here in Romans 5, verse 11.